It's time now for the award-winning #1 local talk show in Northeast Pennsylvania, The Sam Lesante Show. Now here's your host, Sam Lesante.
Hi everyone, I'm Sam Lesante and I'm on location here, right downtown Hazleton, Luzerne County Community College Annex. A place that's been growing in leaps and bounds, and you're going to learn a lot more about Luzerne County Community College Annex. We have a student, we have a dean of students, we have the president, and we have the director here, Terry. But let's start with the big man himself, my good friend Tom Leary. Tom, how are you?
Good, Sam. How about you?
Good, I'm doing fine.
Thank you for this opportunity. We're looking forward to communicating another message to the great citizens of Hazleton.
It is a great opportunity for our area. You know what the college has done. A little history about this place, because you've been here for a little while.
We've been here for about 16 years, and we have literally served thousands of people from age group from about 18 to about 60, with all kinds of different career aspirations, short-term and long-term degree objectives, and that's what we're all about. The community college is all about a diversity of opportunities, and I think you're going to hear from some students today possibly who are going to reflect that diversity, where they have an interest, and this dedicated site in Hazleton can fulfill that goal.
Way back when I was on the board, we talked about there was only one campus, and we tried to give everyone their equal due, give Lower Luzerne an opportunity. Now with the annex, the campuses we have, everybody has that opportunity now.
Yes, and they're actually campuses. We have in Shamokin, in Berwick, Hazleton, Wilkes-Barre, and we're moving on, and in Coltmont, and we're moving next to Lackawanna County in Scranton. The reason we do this is because of the accessibility factor. We find that more and more people, depending on their obligations, for example, they're working, they have family obligations, they need a site in close proximity where they can spend a few hours a day and pursue their education and still work and do perform the other obligations that they have. So we're going to continue to explore opportunities. But we're really proud of this site in Hazleton because what we hear from the community, and we're very involved with the chamber and other initiatives.
You're revitalizing here, and part of the revitalization.
What's going on right now is wonderful to see. I mean, it's a renaissance. It's going on in Hazleton, and we're so happy to be part of it. And I think that what we try to do every day, though, is we try to assess what we're doing and how we can serve the new emerging needs of the workforce and the educational opportunities. So you're probably going to be hearing more from that from my colleagues Rosanna and Terry, and also from the student perspective you're going to be getting. That's
the whole key. Recently you had the President of the United States promoting community colleges, okay, and how very important they are in our country, but also the entry levels, okay, where the students now have an opportunity. It's affordable to them, but the teaching staff is stupendous.
Well, I'm very proud of our faculty because I mean they're an outstanding group, and we're the largest college in northeastern Pennsylvania. There's 13 colleges and universities. But you know what is particularly, I think, a very important element? We have small classes. We have about 20 students in a class. So the faculty get to know the students get to know the faculty. And that's such an effective learning experience. And the other important part of this is when we talk about affordability. If you come to Luzerne County Community Colleges compared to the other colleges and universities, you're going to save 50 to 75% of the total cost. That's remarkable. I mean, when you can have a quality, affordable education that meets basically the community needs, you're putting yourself in a position where you're going to be able to have a quality of life, living in a community, raising a family, and doing all of the other things you want to do to enjoy your life.
And you have agreements with all the other colleges. So therefore they start here, and you have agreements that the various colleges in the area, right?
Yeah, we have, and Rosanna will be touching on those very soon, but we have signed dual admission agreements in the last 2 years that really provide the best track to an attainment of a bachelor's degree and onward through the community college. And I'm really grateful to the other colleges and universities. I mean, among them, King's, Wilkes, Misericordia, Marywood, Bloomsburg, East Stroudsburg. All those leaders of those institutions recognized that our students are well prepared, that they're going to come to those four-year colleges and complete their degrees, because they've already completed half their education at our college, and they're going to get scholarship money in their junior and senior year that's going to reduce their costs. So it provides the affordability component that sometimes is the most challenging aspect. I mean, if you talk about one of the great concerns parents have today is debt, okay? That's one of the top concerns they have. If you come to a community college, you're not going to incur the kind of debt that is such a concern for so many families.
Everything going for you. Yeah. This campus here is 20,000 square feet, I think, or whatever.
Yeah.
I mean, it's big. In Hazleton, I've been here for 16 years, talking to Tom Leary, folks, who is the president of Luzerne County Community College. I was very happy to say he was one of my prime picks when we were building the college, and we had a lot of fun. And wow, has this college grown! Like when I was there on the campus, it was my God, it was like a whole different.
Well, on the main campus.
Yeah, the main campus.
14 buildings. Yes.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, we're downtown in Nanticoke with our health sciences, culinary. But I come back to Hazleton. We're so happy to be in Hazleton. We're going to be here for the long run, and we want to serve more people. We want to serve more people with the education needs that they have. And I think the best days of this dedicated site in Hazleton are ahead of us.
And I think you're right. Folks, we're going to talk to a student. We'll have the Dean of Students here, and we'll also talk to the Director here at Luzerne County Community College, the Annex here in Hazleton. Now let's talk to a student. All right, folks, now we're going to talk to Antar Rackley, and let me just tell you, you just got off a 12-hour shift, right?
Yes, sir.
Wow, so you must be a little tired.
A lot tired.
A lot tired.
Right.
Well, let me, first of all, I want to congratulate you in furthering your education, coming to the Hazleton campus here with LCC. Tell me why, you want to further your education.
Well, I would like to further my education to help me better my work career and getting better, I want to say, recognition and job opportunities.
So what is it that you'd like to, what are you going to be majoring in, or what will you be focusing on?
My main goal would be a licensed electrician, actually. And I'm looking forward to really accomplishing as my long-term goal. Right now, my short-term goal is finishing classes here in campus and trying to get that step, pretty much accomplished at this point.
You're going into a great field. Okay, one of the things that the community college is as Mr. Leary said, was the fact that the community college tries to fit the needs of the communities of what's needed. Electricians are definitely needed. Plumbers are needed.
Correct.
Service people. The classes, are small. I mean, so you have an understanding, of the classes. What would you tell other people in your situation? You work 12 hours, he's working, come here to school. I applaud him, I really do, Antar. What would you tell students why they should do what you're doing as far as education is concerned?
Well, I mean, nowadays, a high school diploma is pretty much, not as significant as a college degree or college degrees that you could pretty much need in these fields nowadays to get more money,
better lifestyle,
better life, way of living, a cost of living, and higher pay rates, and people look at you, I guess, a little bit different too when you have education underneath your belt, let alone just work skills and work ethics and stuff like that. Well,
you seem to be ahead of the game here, Antar. I applaud you for doing that, and you picked the right place. And you know what? You're going to do well. I'm sure of that. You're going to do well.
Appreciate it.
So 12 hours, works 12 hours,
right.
And he comes to Luzerne County Community College here in Hazleton, I applaud you for that. I really do.
Sir.
Thanks for sharing that great information.
Stay in school.
Stay in school, right? Affordable. Okay.
Yes.
Get a great education and then move on. You're watching the Sam Lesante Show. We're going to take a break, folks. Welcome back to the Sam Lesante Show, folks. We're on location here in Hazleton, downtown Hazleton, Luzerne County Community College, the campus here. Great place here. You heard from Mr. Leary, who is the president, and you heard from a student. And how excited he was. Worked 12 hours and he's going to school. What a tribute. So don't tell me you don't have time to go to community college. You have the time. Now, my pleasure to talk to Rosanna Reyes. And I have to read this. She's the Dean of Dean of Enrollment Management and Student Development. Wow, that's a big word there.
That is a title.
Nice title. All right, so we have many deans, so specifically, what do you do?
Right. Well, Thank you so much for having us
My
and
pleasure.
having this
My
conversation. We're excited to share with the community here. My role at the college is to focus on the students before they're even considering Luzerne County Community College. For anybody who's thinking of pursuing an education or bettering their lives, my focus is to help them from recruitment all the way to graduation. So we focus on the enrollment process, on the recruitment process, on supporting students through their learning, and then getting them to move on if they're planning to, or be employed in an affordable and in a highly sought after career once they complete their degree.
And when you're doing your recruitment, I mean, what areas do you go into? High schools, or what do you do to get your recruitment?
Right, so what we pride ourselves in is this word of access. We provide access to adults, we provide access to working parents, we provide access to high school students. We're affordable, we have open door to our students when it comes to admission, so we focus our recruitment in all areas of the county.
And I forgot about that. I mean, I said, and you're absolutely right, because there are some people out there who are adults, and they want to further, you know, now that they have a couple children, they want to further their education, and Luzerne County is just perfect, especially here in Hazleton. And that's a very interesting thing. I guess there's a lot of people that, well, we just saw a student work 12 hours, and he's here. I mean, talk about a foresight and how valuable the education is to them. Isn't that something?
Absolutely, and I have to say, in the conversation we had prior to this taping, it's amazing the foresight that the founders had.
Yeah.
We were meant to meet the needs of the community.
Yeah.
And access is at the heart of all of that. And so we provide education to students who might not be thinking, I can do this, or academically might not have that preparation, or for students who cannot afford to do 4 years at a much expensive institution. But the quality of the education remains the same. And the ability for our students to transfer that forward is also the same. And so we are meeting the needs of the community, whatever that need is at the time. We see it right here in Hazleton, there is a need with the Latino population. And so we are rising to that level. And we're providing ESL support services to students, and we're helping them pursue a career and clarify their educational goals in the process, because we understand how important education is to the future of this community, to our students, and we're vested and focused on that. That is at the heart of who we are.
In Hazleton here, you know, they've grown here for 16 years. What do you see as far as the Hazleton campus is concerned?
We're excited. The potential here is tremendous in terms of the community growth, the opportunities that we can provide for students and residents of the area. We are focused on support services from the start of an education in guiding a student. We have many students who are first-generation college students, and to navigate that process is a tremendous challenge for them. Understanding the FAFSA and how to complete a financial aid application, understanding selecting a major. Should I choose a major to complete it and go into the workforce, or transfer to a 4-year institution and finish? That's our focus, in helping them through navigating that process, and then giving them and equipping them with the tools to successfully carry these credits, because we're an accredited institution where all of our credits transfer to many institutions in the region. And one of our main focus is to not just keep the affordability at our 4 doors, but also to help students be able to afford an education beyond Luzerne County Community College. As President Leary mentioned, we have tremendous partnership with 4-year institutions, wonderful institutions that are willing and really seeking our students and saying, you know, we notice that Luzerne County graduates are some of the best students we have on campus. And we want them here, and what can we do to make that easy for them? And so they have committed to creating these partnerships, not just for them to transfer credit, but then they also went beyond and said, we will give them a discount at our institution. Some of them are doing $14,000 a year in discount for our graduates to pursue their bachelor's degree at their side.
Affordable.
Isn't that something?
Yeah. Do you have a percentage of how many people go into the higher education, I mean, continue on the 3rd or 4th and get their bachelor's?
Absolutely. We have about 65% of our applicants are intending to transfer.
Wow.
65% of our students have that as part of their plan, isn't it?
Yeah.
And the great thing about it is that for a parent who's sitting at home and thinking, could I afford, you know, a Temple or Wilkes or King's, which is about $30,000 a year? Here's a way that you can make that happen. You might not be able to do it for 4 years, but here you have an opportunity for your child
to
you got it, to start here, transfer all of those credits, and for 2 years of tuition at those institutions, graduate with a bachelor's degree from those top institutions in our region. And our partners are just gracious in making that happen for our students.
Tom knows, we all know it's a team effort.
It is.
You know, excellent teachers, you know, everyone who was involved at college, they have a passion. And I always say you have to have a passion for what you do.
Yes.
Okay? If you don't have a passion, then it's just a job. And you don't want to do it with just a job, okay? And I think the people at the, like you, I mean, meeting you and talking to you, I could see that you're excited about what you do. Forget Tom. I mean, he could talk about 4 hours on what, you know, he's doing there. And he's hands-on, gets to all the campuses, knows what's going on. And I'm excited to see how the college has grown, especially here in Hazleton. It's just
Absolutely, and we love it. You're right. We love what we do, and the key for me, at least, is this opportunity that we can provide for somebody who perhaps was not thinking or even confident that they can pursue an education in a college. And all of a sudden, here they are at our doors, and we have an opportunity to change not just their life, but their family's life, their community, and that's what makes the community college special.
So Rosanna, I know you have 3 children, right?
I do.
I find that hard to believe. But okay, so you know, I'm sure you've seen, you know, you've been there for 3 years. You've seen some success stories with some students when they first came in and when they leave. I mean,
oh my goodness, yes.
I guess you could share so many stories.
I can. I'll tell you a brief one.
Yeah, please.
We have a young lady who started taking classes while she was in high school. It all started because a teacher in her high school said, you know, you could go to college. She didn't even think she could go to college. And in her junior year, her guidance counselor at the high school helped her take a class with us. She completed her high school with 38 college credits, or if not more, I can't remember exactly, before she finished high school, while she was in the high school taking college through our early college program. She came through us in the summer, and by the end of the summer, she completed her associate's degree just 1 summer after completing high school.
Wow.
Remarkable story, because she was not even thinking that she could go through college. And not only did she do it, she did it in a year and a half.
Did she go to another college?
She has graduated, and now it's moving on to a 4-year institution.
Isn't that fabulous?
It's phenomenal.
Yeah.
And we see that story every day.
Yeah, it's multiplied by thousands. That's Rosanna, the best of luck to you. Thank you for coming on the show. I really appreciate it.
Appreciate your time.
Rosanna Reyes, right?
Yes.
And now going to rig this. She's the Dean of Enrollment Management and Student Development. And as you can see, she knows who she's talking about, okay? We're going to now talk to the director here, Terry. No stranger to me, but probably she'll tell you the great things are happening here in Hazleton, and then we'll take a break. We'll be back. Let's talk to Terry right now. Now I'm going to talk to the director here in Hazleton. Of course, if you live here in Hazleton, she is no stranger. But for those of you who do not know Terry, you're going to learn a lot about her right now. Terry Moran Bauder. I like that. Like you said, like chowder.
Rhymes with chowder.
You're doing a great job.
Thank you.
And we're
Thank you.
Very proud of you, really. I mean, we really are. You're right across the street. You know, we see you come in here. The people just love you. And tell me a little bit about yourself, okay? Because
Myself?
a lot of you know, a little bit about you, Terry, and because I think once they know it's like the family atmosphere and people get involved, like Tom Leary said. Tell me about Terry.
Well, you know, that is an interesting question, actually, Sam, because my background and the way that I was raised here in Hazleton has a lot to do with the work that I do here, because I was born in Hazleton. I was raised up on the south side, about 5 minutes from here, up on Donegal Hill.
Yes.
And my parents instilled in all of us a sense of community awareness. My father served on Hazleton City Council. My mother was a teacher. And my aunt is very involved for 64 years with Catholic Social Services. So we have, you know, been moving about the community and serving where we can as a family for all those years. I started out in broadcasting.
Yes.
And I was...
we have a job for you if you want to.
Thank you.
Only kid.
I was the first female news director at WAZL,
Yes.
Hazleton Broadcasting,
Yes.
and that was a great job.
Yes.
After that, I stayed home for about 14 years with my children. My husband, Bob, and I have 5 sons, and we're very proud of them. I came back to work, and I worked at the Chamber of Commerce. I was the director of the Leadership Hazleton program.
Yeah.
And from there, I came here to LCC. And it may seem like a weird way to get here, but all of those things built up to this point where I am in a job that is just so satisfying and has me involved in the community so much that it's amazing. I get to be a part of people's dreams. We have first-generation students. We have students who are coming in who have never even thought of going to college before. And I'm able to work with them and help them on their journey and then see them achieve their dreams. And there is nothing more satisfying. There's nothing more personal for me. So we have students whose first language may not be English. In fact, our enrollment here in Hazleton on the credit side is about 56% Hispanic. And so to help people whose families never dreamed that they could go to college achieve that dream is such a wonderful thing.
Two very important things that you touch on. Okay, I always say that no matter who you are in life, you have to have a foundation in life, and everyone, you knew your dad very well.
Yeah.
You know Teresa. You know your family. I know them very well, and they're excellent people, and I mean that sincerely. But you come here with a passion, as I was saying to Rosanna, and then you have students that would never have that opportunity, like Antar,
right,
who worked 12 hours, never had that opportunity to make something of their lives. And how important, you know, they said if you think education's expensive, try ignorance. Okay,
right.
Okay, really.
That's true.
So what you're bringing here, okay, is a reflection from Mr. Leary, Tom,
yes,
going down to the entire thing. So
yes,
Hazleton here, you've been here how long with the
I started in August of 2000.
Yeah.
And so I've seen many different things. We just started our 16th year here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, Rosanna shared a story of students. I'm sure you could, when you have stories of people who came here that didn't feel that they could be anybody, but they wanted to make something of themselves, no matter what age,
right,
no matter what nationality. Okay. Some of the things you've seen here.
Well, you said no matter what age. We had a woman who owned a local business for many, many years. And at age 50, she decided, you know, I think I've had enough of this, and my dream has always been to be a nurse. And so she sold her business at age 50 and came back to school to take the nursing program at LCC.
You know, refreshers. I mean, even some people, adults out there, maybe you could come here and do a refresher course, you know, something that you have an interest in. And the variety is unbelievable what you have at the college, you know. You've seen that happen here?
Oh, I have. Yeah, we have many people who are professionals. In fact, last week we had a man come in who is a financial officer at a plant out in Humboldt, and he said he just wants to brush up on his accounting skills.
Yes.
And so he signed up for some classes.
Yeah, and that happens a lot. Okay. Now, we're part of the revitalization down here,
yes,
okay, and it's amazing that, and I love the fact that Luzerne County College made a commitment here, and they've made a commitment here.
A long time ago, and we have been here ever since, and we will continue to be here, and we have been a part of the downtown revitalization, their meetings and their plans, and we look forward to seeing the exciting things that are going to happen here.
How about this campus? How big is it? How many people involved?
We occupy 2 floors in this building. Our second floor, we have 7 classrooms. 2 of which are smart classrooms. We also have a computer lab on the second floor. On the 4th floor, we have 5 classrooms, including 2 state-of-the-art computer labs. We have various offices throughout the building also. It's an exciting place to be. It's very busy.
You know, I'm across the street. I'm embarrassed to say, I don't know how much, I mean, I see you here at your office, but I was talking to Bob Bauder, and he's telling me about, you know, many square feet, and it's just amazing. I mean, it's incredible.
We use every square foot, too.
Yeah.
Yeah, during the semester.
Now, if you have to expand, where will you go? Is there a room for expansion up there? Maybe we're going to have them build a college here, or a campus, you never know. But you're servicing a lot of students here, correct?
We are, yeah. Our semesters, we usually run about 400 students. Yeah, people don't realize that during the week, 400 people are moving in and out just of the college, you know, just for the college here in downtown Hazleton. And
a friend of mine who's going to Williamsport, he came here for the summer, a computer course he had to take or whatever, and he, you know, he's a very good friend of mine, and he said, Sammy, he's 24 years old, he says, he loved it. He was coming here Wednesday nights. He loved it.
Oh, good.
He met a lot of nice friends too.
Very good.
A lot of nice people.
We like to hear that.
Yeah.
We like to hear that. Yeah.
I don't know of any negatives that I could see. Okay, before I go to break, tell me what do you think? What would be the biggest asset that you feel this campus here in Hazleton brings to the area?
Oh, it brings a vitality, I think, that would be missing otherwise. We have people of all ages coming in and out of the building. We have them experiencing learning. An asset, I think, is that what I alluded to before, where students who never thought they could achieve their dreams in their own backyard are able to achieve their dreams. Many of our students walk to school and are able to take classes, make friends, explore things that they never thought they could, and be the first one in their family to get a college education and then move on and do things that they never dreamed of. It's a dream factory. It really is.
I like that. I like that.
The community college experience is a great experience.
You think she has a passion for this, folks? You think she likes it a little bit? Terry, you're doing a great job. We're so very proud of you, as well as we're proud of the entire staff here at the LCC. Yes. And I have to thank Mr. Leary, Tom, who has certainly been a good, strong force, and he's hands-on, which I love, and we're very proud. Okay, we're going to go for a break. We'll come back, wrap it up with the president of the college, Tom Leary. Thanks again. We appreciate it. We'll be back right after this. Well, folks, you heard from a student, heard from the Dean of Enrollment Management, also Student Development, and you heard from the director here at Luzerne County Community College Annex in Hazleton. And Tom, as we said, so much things happening. It's a great thing for you guys, the college investing in the greater Hazleton area. Anything in closing? Well,
it just, I think what you heard from both Terry and Rosanna, is really a testament to what we're doing here and what we plan. But particularly what you heard from the student. I think it's so important for everyone who's sitting out there and they may be watching this show and they're thinking, can I go to college? Well, this gentleman tells you he works. He just came off a 12-hour shift, and he made the decision to come to Luzerne County Community College. That's who we serve. We serve the people of this region who work hard and want to get an education. Well, Tom, it's always a pleasure. Thanks for coming. I appreciate it. Tom Leary, folks, he's the president of LCCC, a great college. All the information is on the screen as we were doing the show. So it's worth an investment. Believe me, it is. It's a great institution. We'll see you next time on the Sam Lesante Show.